Hi everybody, this is Joe Jurek and welcome back to Real Estate Investing Adventures. Why? Because real estate is fun and real estate's always an adventure. If you're new, who the heck am I? My name is Joe Jurek and I'm a real estate investor. I get to travel all over the country and work with other people that either want to start in real estate or take their real estate investing business to the next level. So I appreciate you joining me today if you're new, or if not, once again, welcome back to this A through Z series. What did we want to do? Talk about the things that impact in order for you to be able to do a real estate deal. This video, what am I going to talk about? The letter C. Okay. What will C be for? Contingency. Every offer you make on any property that you find, you should have a contingency in there. What is a contingency? It's known as a way out. It's known as an escape clause, an exit clause. But if you can't do with the deal what you think you might be able to do, it's a way for you to exit out of the contract. Now, when you write a contingency, it has to be a good contingency. So for sake of argument, say you really want to buy the property, but later with your due diligence, you discover something wrong during the inspection period. This is a way out of the contract. So you won't be bound to buy the property. You can back out of the deal. Some of you out there might be thinking about wholesaling, and with wholesaling, you're looking for cash buyers, and maybe none of your cash buyers may like the deal, so you may need to get out of the contract. What will allow you to get out of the contract? A good contingency. Now you may want to grab a sheet of paper and a pen and write this down. The contingency has to go into the contract, or it could be written out in what's called the addendum. I know that sounds like a legal term, the addendum. What is the addendum in plain English? It's just an extra sheet of paper that attaches to the contract and becomes part of the contract. So it's a place to write additional terms and conditions. So I may write a contingency such as, this offer is contingent upon the buyer completing all inspections to the buyer's satisfaction. Or I could write, this offer is contingent upon the buyer's partner review and approval of the contract. Now, I just want to be clear, I'm not an attorney, so the thing I would say, these are contingencies that have worked for me in the past. If you're not sure, okay, always talk with an attorney. They can best guide you as to the legality in your state. But you got to make sure you include the entire contingency. When I talk about it's contingent upon you getting inspections with the results being satisfactory to you, the buyer, or it has to be reviewed and approved by your partner to their satisfaction, or whatever you may want to say. You want it to be vague as the buyer, so if you do back out, you get any earnest money back, or money that you put down, you get it back. And the other important thing to remember, you got to do it within the time frame. So if you ask for 10 days, you got to make sure with the contingency, if your contingency is going to expire in 10 days, you get out by day 9. Now, normally you'd contact the realtor, say, unfortunately, we need to get out of the contract. The realtor would prepare what's called a mutual release, and that mutual release would let you and the seller out of the contract. Now, the realtor is not going to be happy. Okay, I'll just tell you that. Why are they not going to be happy? Because they're not going to get paid. And I do feel for the realtor. If there's any realtors out there, I am sorry, okay? Because you work really hard, you think your buyer's going to do the deal, and they back out. And that's why sometimes I hear from realtors, they say, I don't like working with investors, they often back out of deals. And that's not always the case, and it's not always going to happen. But here's the good thing I want all you to know out there. If you find a property and you want to put under contract, but you got to check something out and you're not sure, why not make the offer and include a good contingency that allows you to get out of the contract and not lose any money if you later decide the deal wasn't right for you or wasn't right for your cash buyer if you're wholesaling. When in doubt, make the offer, but include a good contingency. I often will tell you, don't let the realtor also shorten your contingency. Just a quick story. I had a friend that I knew that said, well, the realtor told me it was too lengthy, too wordy. Let's shorten it up and not include that last part to the buyer's satisfaction. I'm telling you, that's one of the most important parts of the contingency. So when you come up with a contingency, you can use the same one over and over, but make sure the realtor writes it word for word in the contract how you want it to read, And if it doesn't, you just have to insist, no, this is the way, I really want it to read. And more often than not, they'll be fine with it. They'll go ahead and do it. So I want to make sure any of you out there, one of the biggest things I see is fear and uncertainty, where people are afraid to make an offer. What if I didn't notice something? What if I didn't do something right? And I remember one of the first times I was making an offer, my hand was shaking with the pen, okay? Because I was pretty nervous. I was more nervous about getting the deal than not getting the deal. But then I realized, trying to figure what's the worst thing that can happen, and if I had a way out, if I found something I didn't like, then it gave me that reassurance to just to go ahead and make the offer. So once again, thank you for enjoying hopefully the A through Z series that I'm doing. C is for contingency. I often love hearing questions, comments, feedback. Check it if you like the video, share it with others. I love seeing that as well too. And don't forget to subscribe to my Real Estate Investing Adventures YouTube channel. You can also go out and see my website at www.reia.fun or realestateinvestingadventures.com. A lot of other great content throughout the website. So I look forward to hearing from you, and I also look forward to hearing about when you do your next deal. That gets me excited to hear people are out there doing it, making offers, taking action, making money, and making it happen. That is just awesome. So get out there, live life in the moment with no regrets. Take care. Until next time, believe and achieve. Bye-bye.